Good morning, this is Kelly Land on the go, with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A man was sentenced for pushing a woman off a retaining wall and killing her in Sioux Falls on Monday.
Jubal Rattler was arrested last summer after surveillance video showed him pushing Doris High Elk off a retaining wall near the 8th Street Bridge. A jury found Rattler guilty of manslaughter earlier this year. In court on Monday, a judge sentenced Rattler to 60 years in the penitentiary with 20 years suspended. That means he'll serve 40 years before he's eligible for parole. A 45-year-old Renner man is headed to prison for sexually exploiting a child in 2018. On Monday, a judge sentenced Edgar Messenger to 2 years in prison. He also received a 10-year suspended sentence for child abuse, which means he won't have to serve the additional time as long as he stays out of trouble. Messenger pleaded no contest to both of those charges earlier this year. That means he didn't admit to the crimes but would accept his sentence. In exchange for the pleas, several rape and sexual contact charges were dismissed. According to court documents, Messenger was a family friend of the victim. Absentee voting is underway for the Republican gubernatorial and Sioux Falls runoff elections. We caught up with the Lincoln County auditor yesterday, who said voting in the gubernatorial race has been slow going.
It's getting off to a slow start, but we do have until July 27th, so they got a little bit of time to come in still.
Voting will be closed on Friday, but you can vote on Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Good morning, Brian.
All right, good morning, Travis. Good morning, everybody. Our weather picture today, a warm front moving in. That means a chance of a little rain, maybe a couple of scattered showers or sprinkles this afternoon. East River, I don't think that's going to amount to a lot, but something we'll at least need to mention here. 77 for high in Aberdeen as those clouds kind of move back in. It'll be a little hotter, though, in western South Dakota. 91 in Pine Ridge, 92 in Phillip. And there are some extreme fire danger statements out for the far southwest, so be mindful of that. That's a quick look at the weather. We'll get to our forecast and futurecast coming up.
Thank you, Brian. Some of the celebrities from this weekend's 605 Pop Culture Con paid a visit to the Sanford Children's Hospital on Monday. Characters from the Mandalorian Star Wars franchise visited with young patients at the Sanford Castle. They were guests of the local nonprofit Voices Against Cancer.
When children are up here with their families, it's day-to-day treatment and it becomes very mundane. So we provide these little explosions of love, hope, and good feels while they're up there.
The characters also autographed toys for the little patients.
A Sioux Falls athlete is getting ready for a big week.
John McHale is competing in the Special Olympics USA Games, June 20th through the 26th.
Steve Bliss has been helping him get ready for the steep competition.
He's very muscular and he's very dedicated. So when I tell him to do something, he does it. And that's the best kind of athlete.
McHale leaves for Minnesota this Friday, competing in a relay, the 100-yard backstroke, and the 500-yard freestyle.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars are up for grabs this week during the Huset's High Bank Nationals.
The four-day event at Huset Speedway in Brandon will feature drivers from the world of outlaws and beyond. The racers are chasing $150,000 to win the Huset's Hustle finale on Thursday and $300,000 for Saturday's main event.
That will become $400,000 if a non-World of Outlaw driver wins.
It's going to be aggressive, it's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting. I hope we pack this place, and no matter what, somebody's leaving here on Saturday with at least $300,000 potentially for $400 for a guy like me, so that's pretty amazing.
The Huset's Hustle is tomorrow and Thursday, followed by the High Bank Nationals on Friday and Saturday.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather picture here today on our hour-by-hour forecast. You can see temperatures are climbing into the 70s for most of us here at midday. You notice there's just a little bit on radar trying to flare up around Mobridge to Pier. It looks like there will be at least a couple of these lighter showers to toss in. I still think the air mass pretty dry, so it's not going to really yield a lot. But just to let you know, if you're pulling up your Storm Tracker app, you might see a little bit of that. It will be warmer in the west today. That northwest wind will kick up in Rapid City, 20 to 35. I do expect more showers and thunderstorms to perk up on radar in southern North Dakota. I do want to mention, too, that a couple of those could produce some hail. Not a lot, but just I think that's beginning to become a little more evident too. We're noticing that trend here during the last hour of KEVOLAND this morning. So wanted to make you aware of that. And then whatever is on radar tomorrow morning, again, more concentrated in the northeast and the north central. There could be a little rain in the southwest. I just don't think that's going to amount to a lot. And then we're going to crank that wind. Of course, Sioux Falls could get tossed in on some of these rain chances tomorrow morning. It's not impossible to regenerate some rain chances in the afternoon, but again, the highest probability of that would be southwest Minnesota, northeast South Dakota. Notice your wind arrows. That's air rushing in from Montana. It's a lot of force behind that. It'll be 30 to 50 in Rapid City. And by the way, it's not going to be very warm in the northeast tomorrow. Our hourly temperatures kind of struggle. There's a quick look at the wind forecast for today. Again, it's West River on most of these wind speeds this afternoon. We do see a window of a south wind for a little bit tonight. Sioux Falls into northeast Nebraska. That's actually helping to feed some of those thunderstorm cells in the northeast. And then tomorrow, there it is. Yep. Pretty obvious, isn't it? All those numbers there, 40 to 50 on the wind gusts. So hold on to your hat there on Wednesday. We could see even a couple of gusts, 50 to 60 between Rapid City and Pierre tomorrow. So that's a lot of wind if you're towing a high profile vehicle there. And obviously some of the campers, kind of be aware of that. 88 today, winter forecast. Valentine, Nebraska nearing 90. 7-day forecast. So are we done with the rain chance Thursday, Friday? Well, not entirely. It looks to be pretty scattered. I could put in another chance of rain on Friday. I was looking at that this morning too, that another little disturbance comes in from the northwest. The better chances of rain will park in Nebraska on Saturday. And then for us, Saturday night into Sunday, there should be some rain coming up from that direction. So keep watching that trend in the weekend. Right now we're at 30%, but we're looking at probably raising that probability. Aberdeen and Pierre, it also looks like we're going to pick up some rain chances this weekend, probably more so on the Sunday side for Aberdeen. Temperature's not bad though. Normal high is 81. We're probably going to fall short of that several of these days. Pierre also, your normal high is about 80, but looking at those highs, we're into the 80s here for the weekend. And it looks like right now, Rapid City, not a lot of rain until that chance this weekend. I know things are drying out in the southwest, so continue to be mindful of that. That's weather for now. Check out the latest details online at KEVOLAND.com.